Hey, what's up, guys? Today I will be talking about what classifies as a coaster credit. I know may not be the best person to speak on this because there are more experienced coaster enthusiasts and people with more credits, like people with Airtime Thrills, Coaster Studios. But I'm just gonna add my opinion into here because I think what a credit has been really, and I mean really screwed up over the past couple a while actually, because some people say it's this, some people say it's not. For me, and this is how I'm going to be making sure my credits stay aligned with what. Yeah, when I do my credits, this is going to be aligned to what my credits are, and hopefully, if you guys are having some problems figuring out what to do for your credits, and it's always up to you on what you want to decide what a credit is, but I'm going to put my idea in, and hopefully I can sway you towards my way, and maybe once we'll finally be able to get our opinions on what a credit is unified. But let's get started with the episode. Okay, for those of us who are enthusiasts of roller coasters, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Are Skyline creations truly coasters and can be added to your credit list? I know a lot of people right now are going to click off the video right here because they are going to disagree with my opinion, but I believe Skyline attraction roller coasters are credits. I believe this because not the entire ride is propelled by the tire launches. I wouldn't call them launches as much as tire boosts, as those moments are they're independent. They're not connected to those boosts, and they are not being thrusted through. I have to say this because when people are gonna think when I say this, I also saying Larson loops are credits, which are not, because those trains are in an entire loop. Because if you look closely at a Larson loop, it's really just one box where people sit, and then a circle of wheels around the entire thing, which move. That's a Larson loop is a flat ride. Another reason why I say Skyline attractions creations are roller coasters is because if you say they aren't, because they have too small of a plot, then in theory, and I'm reaching for this one, Skyrocket 2s would also be a flat ride because they are so in a so compact space. Oh, but the one that I would be a little more closer on is Intamin half pipes, because those are really just launched into one spike and then launched into the other. Yes, you got some of them. You got a spinning car, but they're really not. They're not different. So if you're gonna say a Skylines attraction coaster is not a credit, then you have to say the half pipes aren't, because those are a very small thing and they're practically just flat rides. The final specified section of this video before we get into more general questions is, are water rides roller coasters? More in-depthly, I am talking about Journey to Atlantis and Big Timber Log Ride. For this, I would say yes and no. Journey to Atlantis is a coaster because it has a good amount of coaster elements, plus also the main drop is out of coaster track, so it's not like the log ride at any other like Disneyland, Knott's, where it has a watered down drop. This one has a tracked drop, so you just drop into water instead of being water down the sides. You're going down a tube, and I would going into more obvious things like this. They don't have a log ride or river rapid trains. They have like a train as like the ones that Intamin make, the one like shoot the rapid coasters. While Big Timber Log Ride isn't a coaster. Say this because if you watch the POV, which I had to do for both of these because I haven't been on them to my knowledge. I may have been on the log ride, not 100% sure. But there's only a small drop. I'm not even going to call it a drop, I'm going to call it a dip before you get into the actual watered down drop. So that really is just a water ride. It's just, oh look it, we got a little dip. To my knowledge, I don't really think it even has airtime, and I don't think it has any forces. So that's why I say this. Well, the Big Timber Log Ride isn't a roller coaster. Moving on to more general, frequently asked questions. First, are clones credits? Short answer, yes. Because each will have a slight difference from theming. I'm not talking about Batman. And to roughness, etc. To know, I wouldn't count them on your rankings. I would add them on your credits. I would not add them on your rankings. Because normally all of clones are very, very similar in their rankings. Besides maybe some poor upkeep. And you don't want to have, like, if you've only ridden, like 10 coasters, 5 of them are Batman the rides, you just don't want to go Batman the ride for your top 10. I would keep those other ones off your top 10. But some rides, I would say, even if they are a clone, you do add them, like SNS free spins or SLCs, because let's admit, the only good SLC is the one at Maurister's. But all the other SLCs suck, but I wouldn't classify every SLC, because some SLCs have the original restraint, some have vests, some have just, Next frequently asked question that we are going to cover is, are Retracts new credits? I personally say no. I would fight this to my grave, considering that, like, even if one tiny little track piece got retracked, or the entire coaster got retracked, none of it is a new credit. Because if you go that way, because most wooden coasters get retracked every year or so, what that mean, if you have a wooden coaster at your home park and you ride it, like, every time you go, you're gonna even if you only go once a year, you're gonna have a new credit every single year? No. And the only time I say a retract is 100% is if they redone the layout, and it's new track, new layout, and basically the only people I know of is if your name is RMC is when a retract actually counts as a new credit. Another frequently asked question is, well, not frequently, but are rides that add or remove elements different attractions? I say no, because they removed or added a launch because the ride couldn't operate with them or without them. And, like, in theory, what a real life example of this is the Son of Beast. They had to remove the loop, and I would not say the Son of Beast before the loop and after the loop would be a different credit. Because I just don't believe, I personally believe this coaster is a coaster, even if it's gotten changed over the years, it is still this coaster. Are rethemed coasters and repaint coasters new credits? If you really are asking this question, I don't know if I could take you seriously. Because if you have let's take a car or anything you can paint. If you paint that item, do you get a whole new item, or is it just a old item covered up in new paint? If you still have problems with that, then let me just straight up say, no, a repainted coaster is not a new credit. Final thing we're going to be talking about today is, are relocated coasters new credits? And I believe this is true because if you move a roller coaster, it's not just like, oh, you're moving it like 30 inches like to the right. You're moving it to a different park. It may just be like moving it from Six Flags Magic Mountain to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, or it could be moving it from Six Flags Magic Mountain to Six Flags New England. No matter like where you're moving it, it's entering a new market, and it has different weather and things that could affect the like performance of the ride. And maybe it goes to a gloomy area and it's not going to run as well. Maybe it's in Six Flags New England and it comes down to a place where it's always sunny and it's going to run better. It's just, you can't say because it got moved somewhere else, it is still the same coaster. It has a whole different experience moving it from one place to another, even if it's really not a big deal as like a small move or a big move. It's still a new credit. But this is going to be the end of the video. I can't think of anything else, so if you guys have any more questions that you guys are just unsure about, please put those in the comments, or join my Discord server and you can put that into the video suggestion section. But if you are new to the channel, if you watched it all the way through, please hit the like button and subscribe. I do Planet Coaster and Minecraft videos. Hopefully one of those things got you interested. I also do more real IRL videos with my coaster news of the month. And hopefully I'm going to be able to get that out to you guys. I haven't been working on the script very much because I've been tired of the script writing for that. But I will get it out to you by the at least by the start of March. Hopefully before February ends. But I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.